Hello, everyone. This is Goojisports. I'm Jay.
And I'm Kay.
Hey, what's good? What's good? All right. So today we're going to be doing a match prediction on Chelsea versus Arsenal. The match is going to be at the Emirates Stadium. It's going to be a very, very tough game. We're looking at potentially a 10-point advantage for Chelsea on top of the table with Arsenal in second place. Let's go on with the team strengths and weaknesses. Caleb?
All right, so both teams suffering some injuries. Chelsea with the big blows up top with Loic Remy and Diego Costa. Drogba is not for sure to play, but we will see by tomorrow. And Arsenal also are suffering with Oxlade-Chamberlain. So out on the wings, they're going to be lacking the pace, and they're going to be hard to penetrate Chelsea's midfield.
Actually, you know what? I don't know about that because we do have Danny Welbeck still to play on that right-hand side, and
Danny
also
Welbeck, he's
potentially
hard
Walcott.
waiting to.
I know recently we have been seeing a lot of Ramsey on the right side, and people actually are complaining about that just because he lacks the width and the natural, like being a natural winger, you spread the game out more. But what do you think about that?
Aaron Ramsey, honestly, from last year to this year, I see a great downgrade. Although he's still a good holding box-to-box midfielder, he doesn't have the right person next to him. And I think Coquelin is definitely better at the center defensive mid role. So I would like to see Coquelin take advantage of the game and especially play tight on Cesc Fabregas, which is also a big key name for the next game.
That's actually a really good point because Cesc Fabregas has already been seeing a little bit of a decline in his form. People have been noticing that. And I think that if we could keep Fabregas, that actual distribution to Hazard will be limited. So we can see a big game for Arsenal if that happens, if the distribution to Hazard is limited, and if we can see the right back of Arsenal, potentially either Debuchy or Bellerin really lock down Hazard on that left-hand side.
For me personally, a player I would like to see get into the game for this game is Kurt Zouma. There's nobody that could really match his physical presence on the Arsenal midfield, especially with the likes of Coquelin, who isn't that big. I would like to see Kurt Zouma play tight like he played against Manchester United with Fellaini, and then Cesc Fabregas is going to be isolated. He doesn't really have anybody to play with besides Eden Hazard. So you guys need to watch Eden Hazard, and Cesc Fabregas is going to be by himself in the whole middle right there with nothing else to do. And like you said, his form is downgrading. I don't really think he could pull off the spectacular, especially with so much pressure playing at his old home.
That's a good point. That's a good point. So what do you say keys to victory for Arsenal and then keys to victory for Chelsea are?
For Chelsea, I think it's very easy. I just think they should exploit the midfield, the size, with their physical strength, especially with Kurt Zouma. I like him playing in the midfield. He really is a physical player. He's a young player. I think he's honestly going to be very great in the next couple of years. It hurts me to say that. I think Eden Hazard is the biggest threat. Like everybody hype around him. I really think he could, drive into the heart of their defense, especially with Mertesacker out. They're who are they playing with? Gabriel, right?
Yeah, Gabriel.
Yeah, I don't think Gabriel's ready for the attacking presence that Eden Hazard could provide. And for Arsenal, I think what they could do is if Chelsea's going to play with one striker, that's for sure, they should just really play tight on that striker, and then it's going to be Bellerin versus Eden Hazard, pace versus pace. This is a huge chance for Bellerin to prove his worth in the Premier League, so I'm interested in that. I don't think that Arsenal would have a chance to score maybe 2 goals. Maybe they might get one off of a corner, but I think it's going to be an easy game for Chelsea.
Yeah.
Sorry to say.
Yeah, I see it as being a really tight game. It's really important that Chelsea does what they do, and that's really just make sure that they keep the game tight, keep the game a little grimy, a little grudgy. Don't let the ball move as fast as Arsenal wants to. That's their bread and butter. They like to press high up and play fast and passing and all that other stuff. So it's really important for Mourinho's side to keep that game, really slow it down and keep 8, 9 people behind the ball as much as possible. The midfield is going to be a big battle for players like Coquelin and Cazorla to try to get creative around a big presence as in Zuma. That you never know, Mourinho actually might do 2 very strong defensive midfielders in Matic and Zuma together. That would really be tough to break down. So I think the keys to Arsenal winning the game would be a lot of pace on the wings and just the ability to pass the ball as fast as possible. When you're, hit with the high press and you're hit with a lot of fouling and tackles, there's going to be a lot of fouling on Ozil. There's going to be a lot of fouling on Cazorla and on Sanchez. We just need to move the ball even faster, get players into the book as fast as possible, and then maybe we can see some players getting ejected. If not, at least see players start to play within themselves and be a little bit more cautious. That will allow for Arsenal to play a little bit more expansive and freely, and then we can see an Arsenal win. But as far as Chelsea, do what they did exactly to Manchester United and pretty much all the big clubs. And, you'll get the same results. It's been proven by Mourinho several years now, so hopefully we see a good game. What do you have for a match prediction?
Actually, one more thing I needed to add. I think that Arsenal, they're going to easily hold possession of the ball with the likes of Cazorla, the likes of Ozil, Sanchez. They're really good at holding possession. But like we've seen against Manchester United, 71% possession, it's not going to take you anywhere. I mean, it's really up to Sanchez and Giroud to be scoring. Maybe Welbeck if he's starting. They really need to put the ball in the back of the net. That's the key.
As soon as possible. Yeah, exactly. Okay. All right, so match prediction?
I think it's going to be 2-1. Actually, 1-0 Chelsea. 90th minute.
90th minute.
Cesc Fabregas dives into the box and takes the penalty.
For me, I see that being a possibility. That's actually the score I called for the Manchester United Chelsea game, 1-0. But I do think it's going to be a 2-0 win to the Arsenal, only because Costa's injured, Drogba's up top, whoever's up top, maybe Hazard, who knows, Oscar maybe in a false 9. But at the same time, we can definitely see the team not expanding, not being able to score on Arsenal at the Emirates, and see an early quick goal by Sanchez, and then a goal later on in the 72nd minute by Giroud. I'm calling it right now, 2-0 to the Arsenal. All right, thanks. This is Goojisports. Don't forget to leave a like.
And subscribe.
All right, subscribe. Peace.